Hi guys, it's Shauna with angelsandmehealing.com and on Facebook, Shauna, Heart and Soul. So today I wanted to just quickly talk about being an empath and what that means, and my take on it, and some helpful hints as to some of the things we can do to help ourselves. First, an empathic nature or an empath or a sensitive person is someone who is feeling energy of just about anything and everything. You feel energy and emotions and pains and different things from people. Sometimes you know things about people. You typically know the truth when you see it and know a lie when you see it and hear it. Um, you also will feel the same kinds of things about plants and animals, even structures that are holding energy. Um, it can really affect us on all levels if we are running around absorbing other energies, which tends to be what we do most of our lives until we realize this is the case and that there are actually things we can do. So if you are an empathic natured person, you don't have to be a victim of it. You absolutely can use some simple tools, energetic tools, to take care of your energy, much in the same way you take care of your body. It's really important that we understand that we have this beautiful energy field, super powerful, but it is uncared for and unnoticed through majority of our lives. And when that's the case, we tend to be overwhelmed very easily. We're full of anxiety, we're full of depression, we struggle to get through some of the easiest things. We go into a building and there are times that we cannot think straight. We don't even barely know our names. And that is because we are bombarded all the time with other people's stuff. Right? We know about it, we feel it, and it feels to us like it's ours. So it's very confusing. Um, and I have to say that I know people who kind of been a victim of it, and heck, we've all been a victim of it at some point, right? Where we think this is just how it is. I just am overly feeling, and it just comes at me, and I'm just always going to react this way. This video is about the fact that you can choose. You do not have to be a victim of it. You don't have to look at it like any type of a curse. It's actually a beautiful gift. The problem is we are not taught to take care of our energy. So, the first steps to being able to enjoy this ability and to be able to live happily with it, with less anxiety, is to learn to ground our energy, to connect our energy into the universe, to actually start looking at, wait, is that emotion mine? Like, why all of a sudden am I sad? Was I just hanging out with someone who was sad? Is there someone I've been around? Was I out in public? What do I need to do? Like, how do I deal with this? I don't understand why I'm feeling this way. Your first question is going to be, is this mine? Like, is there anything in my life that could be causing this? If not, it's probably not yours. And I honestly suggest you just say, I'm sending it back to whoever it belongs to. This emotion is not mine, and I send it back with love and gratitude to whoever this belongs to. Um, and I try to let it go. Sometimes that's not enough, honestly. So, there's grounding your energy, there's connecting your energy, there is expanding your energy, which I did a video on just recently. Going in, finding your light, expanding that energy out. These are all tools to use. Another thing that I find that we're taught in the beginning of our spiritual journey is to protect. You must protect. You must protect from everyone else. I found this to be highly inaccurate. And I found it to cause more problems than it actually helped. At first, it kind of gave me a little bit of relief, and I knew I was protected, right? But then I realized that the more I lived in that fear of needing to be protected, the more the universe seemed to challenge me. The more bad experiences I had, the more negativity was coming at me, the more I seemed to be absorbing from others, the more confused I seemed to get. There was a couple things I felt was going on there. When you put up this solid bubble and you don't want anything to move through it, Well, guess what? Your own love and energy can't move through it, and it kind of bounces back at you. Then you've got all of this other stuff coming at you because you've put up this bubble of fear around you, which attracts that negative energy, lower energy, whatever you want to call it. So then you start having all these experiences coming at you that are really negative. And I had some really powerful, really dangerous things happen. And then I realized I didn't need to move through the world that way. I realized that I am powerful in my own right. My energy is powerful. What I needed to do was learn how to clear all that stuff out, right? Let go of everybody else's stuff. I had to learn how to ground and connect and care for my energy, much in the way we have to care for our bodies. So I learned a lot of different tools to help me do that. First, grounding and connecting anytime you're feeling off. Every day for sure, morning and night at minimum, and then anytime during the day that I would feel off, I would need to ground and connect. Now, that doesn't mean you have to run through this super long process, but you do need to say, I'm grounding and connecting, and ask for that assistance to come in from the earth and come in from your universal energies. Okay. I also learned to use filters rather than bubbles. So in the beginning, when I still felt like I kind of needed something, I would use a lot of filters. And the filter is a little different from the bubble in that it's more like a screen of energy. And I ask that screen to keep out anything negative that I don't need. I ask that the love and the abundance flow from me and flow in, but that less of the negative were coming at me, that I only would feel what I needed to feel. And that took a while, but I stuck to it. And after I was sticking to it and was able to remove more of the beliefs that I needed to be protected, because I was taught from the beginning, you must protect. You got to have a hazmat suit of protection, energetic hazmat suit. And, I found that just wasn't helpful, like I've already said. So if you want to move through the world more open, but not absorbing, then we have to learn to expand our energy. We have to learn to project that energy out, to be transmitting it out rather than pulling from others and absorbing in. Our healing energy going out at all times can help every one of those people who have those energies that they don't need, right? It can really help. And it really strengthens you. So you then start to become more capable of going into big crowds and different places that maybe you've not really ever been able to go, stores that tend to be bad experiences. I definitely have a few, and I won't name them on a public video, but there's definitely a few big stores that when I go into them, I tell you, there's energy everywhere coming at me. But now I don't worry about it. Now I'm like, yeah, you can't really attach to me because I'm not accepting that. If there is some energy coming at me and it feels like it's bothering me, then I ask for it to be transmuted or expand my energy. I just take a few deep breaths and I expand that energy out and transmute anything that doesn't need to be present. It's kind of part of our beautiful nature, right? That we can do that, and we really can do that. So part of gaining control of the energy, part of helping ourselves was deciding I'm not a victim of being an empath. I will not live that way. I don't have to, right? Because you do not have to. And then start learning the things that you need to know in order to contain your energy, in order to control your energy, in order to clear things out of your energy. So grounding, connecting, expanding your light. Expanding your light to clear your energy, transmuting anything that doesn't need to be there. Excuse me. And to use filters when you really feel necessary. Now, I rarely use the filters now, but I did use them in the beginning. And there are times I find I need them. If you're being targeted by someone, it's really helpful to put one of those filters up. And I just ask for the filter to be between me and them, and anything that is meant to derail me or affect me negatively is not allowed through, and it gets sent back to its sender so that they can learn from it. Because nobody needs to be sending that kind of stuff out, right? So that is kind of how I handle it. And I am currently putting classes together to work with. I don't know if we want to do it as a group or if I want to do it individually. This is something I do individually with people now, but I'm thinking a group atmosphere might be kind of nice to be able to just share these tools, to teach, to get you to feel, to help you connect, to be able to show you the ways to really control that energy. But one of the main things I want you to hear today is if you are highly sensitive or empathic, you have a choice. You do not have to be a victim of it. You do not have to allow it to run rampant. With some work and some general concentration and awareness of what's coming at you and what's coming into your energy, and deciding whether you want that or not will change your experience, and it will allow you to do much more in a happier way with less anxiety in the end. That's not to say you're not going to have any, because we do live on Earth, so there's definitely things to be anxious about at times. But I can tell you that if you get stronger in your own energy and you understand it and you understand your power and you shift some of those beliefs that you hold, that you need to be protected, that this is always going to be a problem for you, those need to go. It can be a beautiful gift and it can help you move through the world in a really cool way. So, anyway, I just wanted to share this little bit of information. I would love some feedback. So, thank you for being here and listening, and we'll talk soon.